You know what, Viking? I have probably been muted for at least an hour and a half. And yeah, I'm glad you mentioned something because nobody else did. I came back ages ago. I want to use those vitamins. I appreciate you letting me know. I took a be right back break, like, I think at least an hour ago in game because I needed to stand up and walk around and I wanted to take my mug out and stuff. And yeah, I came back and I think I did 2 quests in, I guess, silence for you guys. You would have had game audio at least, but yeah, I have to put stuff on my video for that. All right, let's head back to Rect. Oh, you can land on the thing there. I guess that's where it wants you to come out. What are you up to, Viking? Apart from letting me know that my shit's muted. Which honestly, it's probably like, I think the second time that's happened. It only happens more so in Art Stream, which is where the last one happened. Because Art Stream I don't really talk much, so it's more common for people to not notice that I'm, you know, going so long without talking. But game-wise, that one's more unusual for people to not notice. Not happily hearing microphone audio smiling. No. Yeah. It's fine. Look, I consider 2 accidentally fully muted fucking streams in, I don't know, in under 3 years to be a not bad ratio. That's like 1 a year so far, I would say. I think that's pretty good considering I stream usually 5 days a week. Although there's a pretty good chance that I probably greeted somebody earlier and they never heard me actually say hello to them. So there's that. How happily snuggling both 4 plushes gives feather to acrylic. Oh, thank you, Viking. I actually haven't got many feathers today. I'll say that much. I haven't raided too many nests.
Come near me again, and I'll cut you.
I can't take any of your stuff. That's all really shit to me. I could sell that. That's going to be 230 if I take it off him. We might just buy the flaming arrowheads just to fucking get rid of it. Yeah, I've done a couple of quests tonight, Viking, and what else? We crafted some stuff. I've been tossing up whether or not to go and build in the wastelands because, like, when 2.0 eventually comes out,
like
I might not be able to just happily go build. I also want to repair these. Can I not repair them? I'm guessing they need the armor repair kit, but I have armor crafting kit. Hold on. I got armor crafting. Hold on. Let's put this there. Can I repair you? Yes. Okay, that's just a really dick way about it. Wow. That's terrible. I have to fucking go into it right here. Yeah, aside from that, not much else has been happening. I celebrated Azula's birthday over the weekend on Saturday. She turned 4, my cat. And I attempted to make a hot pot at home, which turned out like well and truly substantially cheaper than, you know, going to a restaurant.
Was going to be free?
I had so much like leftover food. So yeah, I ended up having like this
Get the hell out.
intensely spicy noodle soup type thing tonight. I basically used the hot pot stuff again, right? And I just boiled it on the stove and just picked all the stuff out of it and added like a little bit of the soup stuff to my bowl. So it was more of like a soup. But I had so many fucking mushrooms from the first night because like where we got all this stuff from, it was really cheap. Like the soup stuff was like $3. And like we got a bunch of like fresh vegetables and shit and mushrooms and crap all really cheap. And so I mostly just had like a bowl of like spicy noodle mushrooms and like half a potato and shit and stuff. So it wasn't too bad. It tasted pretty good. I still have a tub of broth because I didn't pour all of it into it, right? So I'm like, cool, I'll just put aside the broth. And my thoughts were 2 things. If I don't go through it, I can at least dispose of it easier because of like the layer of like oil, fat and shit. But on the flip side, if I do choose to use it, I have now like hot pot stock that I could add noodles to, and I could just have like a hot pot noodle tasting soup with noodles. So I can still do that. I don't have any more ingredients to put into it, but at least I could use the broth again. See, this isn't too bad. This is a generator bundle, a machine gun crafting bundle, I think that's shit, a motorcycle parts bundle. So this must be the stage in tier 3 where you're expected to start making a motorcycle. The only problem is I have a motorcycle and I have a generator, I have a farm, and I have already a fucking M60 machine gun. So this isn't going to give me the parts to make that. It's going to give me an AK part. So I'm going to try to have a look at what the generator bundle is, just out of pure curiosity because I haven't seen it yet. But let's see. We have an infested clear to the
Look,
east.
blockhead, I'll give you some work.
Film
but
Fanatic's
you better not
house.
disappoint.
Maybe. Probably
I've
could use
had
something
enough of your
both
bullshit.
flushes.
Get out
No. It's a shame nobody could hear me for the last hour because I've been like ultra chatty tonight. I have like a lot of energy, even though like I started off like the stream with like a pretty big headache, and as soon as I sat back down on this footstool, everything ached. I took 2 days over the weekend to unpretzel my legs from this fucking footstool. The worst part is my chair hasn't shipped yet. It has a shipping label on it that I know of, and it is moved to be shipping. So I might not get it for the whole week, but I also don't have internet on
Do something for me.
Wednesday.
Maybe I won't kill you.
But they now tell us that we may not have internet on Thursday and maybe Friday too. So the rest of this week's streams are going to be a maybe based on that. So let's let you know. Midway Clinic. I was being overrun with zombies in a supply run. They told me exactly where to find a shipment. A fetch and clear. I don't know what Midway Clinic is, and I'm concerned that it's not the vets, but it's obviously going to be like a doctor's thing, right?
Nobody tells me no.
I did the
Get
restore.
this son of a bitch out of my. If you want
Will
a
you shut
job
up for
from
5
me,
minutes, mate, while I'm
do
looking at
what
this?
you're
The
told,
Hyde residence.
asshole.
I'm pretty sure I've gone to the Hyde residence before.
Well, I got just a job
Dr.
for a
the
simpleton like
D.
you.
Smith residence. That's a fetch and clear as well. This sounds like another fucking doctor location. Why have I got all doctors? I had sewers yesterday. I didn't want to do sewers. Let's try the D.
I'd
Smith
say it's been an
residence.
honor to work with you.
Okay.
But it would be.
I also managed to break her leg like 3 times. So we started the night off with a broken leg in a cast. And then I went to leave my premises and I fell off the roof. So we snapped a leg. So I got back up and I put a splint on it. And the splint, apparently you can put a cast on top of the splint and it reduced the time on top of that. So that was cool, but you can only do it once. But then I promptly fell back off the roof like immediately. And so I immediately did not have, you know, a fixed up leg. I had an immediately broken leg. So I fucked off into the wastelands and I'm like, screw this. I'm going to wastelands. I'm either going to die or I'm going to survive. It's going to be one of the two things, right? So we ended up surviving that. God only fucking knows how. We survived that, came back, got a greenie horde. I had a nighttime quest that I had to get out to. So I was like, no, fuck this noise. This is why we got all these broken boxes and crap down here. So I went, fuck that noise, grabbed my shit, left the horde that was going on down here, and just like left. A lot of them got electrocuted and crap. I did kill a couple of them. And yeah, we just went and did that nighttime horde. The only problem was we were down to the wire of like it hitting AM as like I was at the generators. So not the best situation for that, but whatever, we did it. Now, I also planted out all my potatoes and I cut down all my trees. So as you guys can see, my forest is now gone. So it's all clear over there, except for those couple of trees over there. Those might be mine. What else have we done? Oh, I made some turret ammo. I've already cleared that one. I made some turret ammo. I was making some cement. Give me those. Should have enough to make more bullet casings. I should have enough to make more cement out of that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So basically I'm trying to make some cement blocks and some iron spikes with the view that if I would like to build another premises in the Wastelands, this would probably be the last game to really get a chance at that because of the way that 2.0 is going to change some things. So I might be safer to try to do that with this. Now, I did pick up extra turret ammo, I think. Let me just chuck everything I don't need away. Now, I put some shit in here that's not supposed to be in here too. That is. Put that back. I do need to go and get the sand and put that back upstairs. I've got stone on me. We should have enough to do sand, cement, stone, some concrete. Concrete. Alright, hit that up. Now, I think I got everything off the smelter. I just haven't picked up everything off the other machines. So I put my concrete blocks in here, which is not quite where I really wanted them to be, but that's okay. And take that back out. Now, I do want my iron spikes to be in here, because those can stack up in here, that's fine. So, put away... I think that was my concrete blocks went in here, that's fine, if that's the case. Put the sand back, put the rocks back. I got dye from something. I also got a scrapper hat as level 5. Cool, scavenger hat thingy. Cool beans. I have a proper high level one. Alright, put that back in here. Wood can go elsewhere. I don't think I took anything else out of here. Put it back in here. I probably need to sell that and that. I don't know about that dye, but it can sit in here for the moment. I don't need a wood splitter mod. I do have a spare engine for this. So, turn off for a second. Slap you back in there. Turn that back on. Refuel it. Alright, so it's got all of its batteries now. I don't really like that it gives off sparks, but that's okay. Let's have a look at what this generator thing is. You get a whole ass fucking generator bank out of that. And another goddamn engine. Did that give you bullet casings? And fuel? And a wiring book and nippers? What the hell? I'm not mad, I'm just like, I don't need 2 generator banks. However, if I choose to build a 3rd building, an extra generator bank could actually be really useful. Which reminds me, I need to make a electric wire fence, and I also, no, that won't have any. I need to see if I can make a battery bank too. Okay, chuck all those in there because that's where they're gonna go. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got 2 switches. How's Viking Towley? What are you howling about, Viking? What's going on? So, I got you all excited. I haven't put that upstairs just yet. Wood though, wood can fit in here, that's fine. Let's see, I've got an extra engine in there. Give me those, give me these. How's this one going for space? It's good to go. Alright, I could definitely do with more of the 9mm because we've been struggling with having bullets for that gun. Which is fine. Like, I also would like some silenced SMG ammo as well, but I need more bullet casings for that crap. Generator can go in there. These 3 can go back in there. I'll have to go back upstairs in just a second, but let's go chuck that in. Oh, the painkillers too, sorry. Chuck those in here. Maybe I boiled that. Maybe. Alex happily, smiling nods while snuggling both full flushes, yawning. No. You sound like you're sleepy though. Me, I can't sit still, and it's not in a good way. I cannot find a comfortable position. This is why I fucked off earlier to like get up and walk around. I'm like, oh, you know, it'd be lovely to like stand up and move around and stuff. I don't want to stand up and walk around again now because I'm like, it has been a long time since I've forgotten to like unmute something. I'm like, yeah. I guess it doesn't help that like a fortnight ago I was like pretty quiet. So anybody that's like just come back in has probably been like, oh yeah, she's probably quiet again and stuff. But no, I was genuinely very that in. And let's find out which one of these don't have a water gatherer in it. You do. Pretty sure this one does. Please tell me I didn't buy something I don't need. That one does. One of them shouldn't. That one does. Oh, I bet they all do. They all do. I wasted a purchase. God damn it. I think it was like 900 or some shit. What a fucking waste. Alright, slap that back in there. Now, I also don't really need that extra medicine. There. My health is doing pretty good. I do need to feed her though. I'm better for a while. I did make some food. I specifically made some stuff. And I bought some ingredients like lamb and beef and shit. So I should be able to make noodles and crap. The only one that I normally run out of is this ravioli sauce, which you can get at vending machines. I've got 2 vending. I wonder if that's a button in here. Oh, you know what it would have been? Hold on a second. I button mashed something a second. Yeah, no, that's what it is. Okay, so it might not have been muted for a whole hour. Hold up. I know what happened. When I got into the killing spree, where I started bashing buttons furiously, whenever you guys see this come up on screen, look at the top of screen for a second. Whenever you see that, it's probably muted my microphone, okay? Because that's like F1. That's my mute. So, in amongst... There was a battle earlier. I can hear a zombie, but I can't see it. We had a battle earlier, and I was absolutely jumping around all over the place trying to get away from the zombies and crap. And I know I hit a few keys, and I know that came up. If I'm lucky, it maybe only came up during the night battle. But I don't know. So, yeah, either way. Thank you for letting me know, Viken. Because, yeah, unless I purposely mute it, I wouldn't notice that. Just because, like, I haven't had that keyed in for a long time, actually, because Streamlabs wouldn't accept it for ages. It allowed it at the beginning when I swapped over to Streamlabs. By the way, I didn't get the ravioli that I wanted. So when I changed from Twitch Studio to Streamlabs, it very briefly allowed me to key in that so I could auto-mute my microphone. And then it stopped working for ages because, like, whenever I needed to cough or sneeze or whatever, it just wouldn't mute. And you guys were like, oh, you blasted out my eardrums and stuff. And, like, I didn't mean to. I thought I'd muted and stuff. And now apparently it's fucking working again, which is horrible because I actually have a proper keyed in button for it apart from that. So now I've got 2 separate different ways to mute myself. That one of them I could do by accident in certain games, especially like Diablo and stuff. I could definitely accidentally hit that because, like, the other day when I was fighting in Diablo, I hit so many fucking buttons while I was trying to have a conversation. I didn't mean to, but like I just hit buttons and I'm like, oh geez, you know, because like there's this what do you call it, like a squiggly line next to the number 1 on your keyboard, and it brings up, oh hold on, there's a deer, it brings up like the full menu of your potions and shit in Diablo. So I don't usually hit it, but if I want to see what's in there without like hovering over it, I can hit it. I just don't do it. But it's like pretty fucking close to this whole scenario, so be careful with that. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the deers have got very lifeless eyes now. They have like sockets, and I don't really see the eyeballs because they're like solid black. It's a little bit creepy, you know. I want to climb up this. But yeah. I'll have to be careful of that because I didn't know that the F1, F2 keys are back working. I wonder when that fixed up. I wonder which like update that happened in, because like there could be other streams where I don't know I'm muted. Specifically, like I don't know about you guys, but every so often I have like a stream where there is no activity. Like I don't know if anybody's here or not, but I am just yapping away for hours on end and there hasn't been a conversation in like fucking ages, since like maybe the beginning of stream sometimes. So I don't know if people are hearing me or not. So it's always nice to have somebody come in and actually confirm that or acknowledge something that's being said and be like, yeah, conversation's happening and stuff. No, turn that off. But yeah, you never know. This is kind of the hard part, I guess, of like streaming when, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. If I could see if there were people here, it wouldn't really matter if I could see them or not, because like it's nobody else's like job to really come in and be like, hey, are you muted? Just a matter of like whether or not people are kind of accustomed to me yapping on or not, I guess. That's under blanket, wagging happily while snuggling both wolf blushes. Peeks head out from blanket. What are you peeking, Viken? Are you concerned about the soulless fucking deer that existed a moment ago? Because I'm lightly concerned about that whole situation. They shouldn't be making them look so fucking dead. Mind you, it was shot dead, so good on them. But like, still, they don't need to be going that far with some things, you know? Also, where did I get that from? Please tell me you didn't just destroy a bullet pile. I don't know where she gets stuff from sometimes. But no, I'll give you some pat spike and you'll be fine. I don't really want to put fresh water in there. I know I was doing stuff for recipes. I might as well put it all back in there where it's supposed to be. The only thing I don't have is really the ravioli crap. So, now it's the middle of the afternoon and I don't have a lot of that ammo left and I don't have a lot of like the other stuff left.